Watch out! Move! Move! Move!
Careful, Austin. Watch out!
Watch out!
Watch out!
Oh, let's go!
Hit me!
Ladies and gentlemen, get into it. It's time. Man, you know.
Get into it, get on up.
I've held an AR-15 in my hand. I wish I had it. It is as heavy as 10 boxes that you might be moving.
Amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
And the bullet that is utilized, a 50 caliber, these kinds of bullets,
You've got to remember that these are just simple farmers. These are people of the land. The common clay of the New West. You know. Morons.
need to be licensed and do not need to be on the streets. 90% of the people want background checks.
Are we awake?
We're not sure. Are we black?
Over 60% want a ban on assault weapons. %+ want red flag laws.
Abby normal. Abby normal.
And I would venture to say those numbers would be similar for storage laws and for licensing laws regarding the question of firearms and ammunition. And finally, interestingly enough, Americans support the buyback program.
Oh, carry me back to old Virginia, Lord.
Did you get it?
As in many of my videos, I've always said how we now live in an outrage era. Everyone is outraged or offended by one thing or another. Today I received a text from my friend Tom, who was texted by another gentleman by the name of Rick Shaw. And this is what he wrote in his text. Aunt Jemima and I want Yale renamed. It is named after Elihu Yale, who was an American-born British merchant, slave trader, president of the East India Company settlement in Fort St. George, and a benefactor of the collegiate school in the colony of Connecticut, which in 1718 was renamed Yale College in his honor. I want New York renamed. It's named after the Duke of York, the most successful and ruthless slave trader in history. Incidentally, do you know who the Duke of York is now? This guy on your right. I want all the bridges, streets, and buildings named after Robert Byrd, torn down in Virginia. He was exalted Cyclops for the KKK enforcer and was the longest-serving Democrat senator in history until his death in 2010. I want Obama's statue removed from all public places immediately. Obama gave the eulogy for said KKK exalted Cyclops for the KKK Robert Byrd. Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton assassinated the president of Libya, Muammar Gaddafi, and due to his death, Libya is now the largest African slave trading country in the world. I want Clinton's face removed from all public places for her role in the assassination of Muammar Gaddafi.
We came, we saw, he died. Did it have anything to do with your visit? No, I'm sure it did.
And referred to KK Robert Byrd as her mentor. I want Anderson Cooper of CNN fired. He is a Vanderbilt through his mother, and they made their fortune on the backs of slaves and were the first to bring slaves south. I want Nancy Pelosi immediately removed from office. Her father, Thomas D'Alessandro Jr., publicly endorsed bigotry by her own definition when he dedicated a statue to Confederate General Robert E. Lee. While mayor of Baltimore, in a speech dedicating the statue, Pelosi's father hailed Lee, a Confederate General Stonewall Jackson, as a symbol of unity and a source of our inspirations. Today, with our nation beset by subversive groups and propaganda which seeks to destroy our national unity, we can look for inspiration to the lives of Lee and Jackson to remind us to be resolute and determined in preserving our sacred institutions, D'Alessandro said. These things need to be done, as Rick Shaw said. These things need to be done as soon as possible because they offend me. I completed this by saying that Sheila Jackson Lee, who incidentally graduated from Yale University, should be removed from Congress because her name is a combination of two Confederates. Do I need to say more?